Hello, hello, hello. In this video, we're going to talk about listing items for your Amazon store. Obviously, if you're going to be selling products on Amazon, listing items is going to be one of the very, very, very important things that you need to understand how to do, whether you're doing private label, you're just doing regular Amazon arbitrage or wholesale. Pretty much this video is going to suit everyone's needs. So I'm going to suggest that you grab a pen and some paper, take some notes, and let's dive right into it.
Welcome to our intro to listing products. Sellers list millions of products each year in the Amazon store. Some list items they've purchased in bulk in order to resell. Others list branded or generic products that they own. Whether your inventory is large or small, unique or part of an established line, you can find a listing option in Seller Central. There are two basic parts to every listing: a product detail page and the offers paired with it. A product detail page is what customers see when they select an individual item in the Amazon store. The page includes a product name or title, images, about this item bullets, and a product description. Every product for sale in the Amazon store has its own product detail page. Whether it's sold by one or multiple sellers, a
So for
product's
anyone that's
information is
looking to sell products and create their own listings, understand the product detail page is very, very, very important. It's the first impression of your product. So you want to make sure that you have the best pictures, and you want to make sure that anyone purchasing your product knows exactly what they're getting. That's a very important part. And even if you're selling a product that's already got a listing, that's already has a listing on Amazon, like if you're selling Nike products, for the most part, understand that the listing could make or break the product. You know, a lot of products that have bad reviews, that's because the listing does not match the customer's expectations.
housed in one place. We combine listings in this way to make it easier for customers to find, compare, and purchase products. Each product detail page is also paired with every seller's offer for that item. We often feature an offer based on price, availability, and the customer's shipping address.
So when they say
But
that offer, that's pretty much going to show the other Amazon sellers. So for instance, if I was to purchase a product and I'm going to flip that product on Amazon, I'm going to see how many other listings or how many other sellers on that listing, and the different prices. And these are very, very, very important things that you want to understand as you're sourcing products for your Amazon store, especially when you go full time with your Amazon business.
all others are also available for review. The primary tool we use to pair a seller's offer with the correct product detail page is a product ID, also called a Global Trade Item Number or GTIN. GTINs are used around the world to uniquely identify and track goods that are bought, sold, stored, and
So the
shipped.
G10, this is more important to items that don't have a listing. So if you're creating a listing or you have your own product or you're creating your own product, this is very important. The G10 is pretty much just like a registered barcode number that pretty much helps you and other retailers or consumers identify exactly what product they're getting. So in a nutshell, the G10 is pretty much like a barcode. It's not always a UPC barcode, but pretty much the G10 represents a barcode, a registered barcode that helps consumers and other retailers or distributors understand exactly what product they're distributing.
Whether you're matching your offer to an existing listing or adding a new product to the Amazon catalog, you'll probably need this number. It can often be found on packaging above or below the product's barcode. The most common GTIN used by Amazon sellers is a UPC, but you might also find an ISBN, EAN, or JAN on your product. In some cases, you might need to purchase a GTIN for a product from an international organization called Global Standards 1 or GS1 for short. And in rare cases, you might
So yeah,
apply
this
for
is
a
very important for those private label sellers. But if you're an arbitrage seller or a wholesaler, Amazon wholesale, you're not going to have to worry too much about the G10 number. So just to let you guys know. Anyone is getting
GT
value, make sure
exemption
you
from Amazon.
subscribe,
Once you
hit the
have a
like button,
product
hit the share
ID,
button. We
you're
need
ready
more
to
of this
start listing
content,
in the
or just
Amazon
drop in the
store.
comments exactly
There are two basic types
what
of
you want my
product
next video to
listings,
be about.
existing and new. When you match an existing product listing, you aren't providing product information, but are simply pairing your offer with an existing product detail page. You'll provide pricing and quantity information and can enter information about sales, handling times, and shipping. When you create a new product listing, you provide full product information, which we use to create a new product detail page. You also provide information for your specific offer. Your ability to create a new product detail page depends on your relationship with the product being listed. In some cases, your relationship with a product may also impact your ability to match an offer. If a product is part of a brand enrolled in Amazon Brand Registry, only 3 types of sellers can create its product detail page using our standard listing processes: the original rights owner who enrolled the brand, other sellers internal to the brand, and resellers who have been associated with the brand. When these sellers create a new product detail page, they should make sure they enter the brand's name exactly as it appears on the trademark submitted to brand registry during the enrollment process. It should have the same letters and special characters, as well as the same capitalization and spacing. That helps ensure that the product is successfully associated with the brand in the Amazon catalog. After the product is listed, other sellers can then match offers to the product detail page. They may be prompted to complete a brand selling application first in order to request approval for the registered brand. If a product is part of a brand not enrolled in brand registry, the product owner can create a product detail page for it after they secure approval for their unregistered brand name. They request approval by responding to error code 5665, which they receive when they first try to list using their unregistered brand name. They follow links in the error message to request an exception to Amazon's usual brand name policy. If an exception is granted, they can then create their product detail page, and they can create additional detail pages for other products that are part of their brand. Other sellers are able to match offers to these pages. Finally, if a product is generic, meaning it doesn't have a permanent brand name or logo affixed, its product detail page can be created by the product owner by using generic as a brand name value during the listing process. After the page is created,
This is
other
good
sellers can
information for
match.
anyone that's looking to source products from wholesale distributors from China, such as Alibaba, and they want to pretty much get into those fad products where they're just kind of finding products with generic brands, and they don't want to have to go through the whole process of patenting and copywriting the brand and all of that type of stuff. Then you can just kind of list it as generic, and this is for those type of sellers. But if you're doing arbitrage or wholesale, like I said before, this is pretty much not relevant to you. But for the most part, we still have to educate everyone because we never know what your needs might be or whatever your goals might be, and we want to pretty much help as many people as possible win.
Match offers. Note that in some cases, sellers are required to complete a selling application for a product or category before they can create or match offers to a
So
product.
this is referred to getting ungated for a product. So a lot of times, if you're a new Amazon seller, whenever you try to create a listing, then they're going to have you create a seller application, which is pretty much to get ungated or unrestricted to sell in a particular category or a particular brand. So, say for instance, you're a new seller, you'll be gated in brands like Nike, Puma, Adidas, and what that means is when you try to list the item, they're going to ask you to complete a selling application in order to get approved to sell that brand. So this is how you get ungated to sell brands. You have to purchase items from a distributor and have an invoice showing that you purchased 10 or more units of a particular brand or a particular item in a specific category that you might want to sell in. Now, when I say category, it could be baby category, it could be shoes, health and beauty. All of these brands will be restricted to new sellers. But that's why we teach you in my program, the Resellers Bootcamp, we actually teach you step by step how to get ungated in a majority of the different brands that we know, love, and trust. So just keep that in mind. They're talking about the prices being gated right now.
Detail page. If that's necessary, you'll be prompted to complete that application during the listing process. Both new and existing products can also come in variations. Products have variations if they're available in different sizes, colors, or patterns, or have various styles, amounts, or flavors. For example, a shirt might come in 2 colors, blue and yellow. It might also come in 2 sizes, small and large. That would be 4 variations total, 1 for each color and
So variations are very important. So when it comes to variations, whenever you purchase like a pair of shoes, say for instance, you purchase a pair of Nike shoes and it has a sales rank of 34,000, that 34,000 shared across every variation. So a variation is the color, the size, gender. Those are all the things to consider when it comes to variations. So when it comes to sourcing a specific, like a shoe, a product with a lot of variations, what you want to do is you want to look at you want to go to use your Keepa chart. If you have Keepa, you want to look at Keepa and you want to check under the reviews to see which items have the most reviews. The items with the most reviews are normally the items with the most sales. So if I see an item that has a lot of reviews, like let's just say size 9 in men's shoes, very popular variation. The items with the most reviews normally have the most sales. So just consider that whenever you're sourcing for shoes, clothing, and apparel.
size pairing. At Amazon, instead of giving each variation its own product detail page, which would make it difficult for customers to compare versions of an item, we put all variations on a single page and group them using one main product. We call this main product the parent and variations the child products. You can both match and create product listings with variations as a normal part of the listing process. Whether you're matching or creating product listings, there are 2 basic processes for adding items to your inventory in Seller Central: one at a time or in bulk. All sellers can list items one at a time. That means you'll use a single product ID to match or create an individual listing. Professional sellers can also add items to their inventory in bulk using an inventory file. By entering product and offer information in a spreadsheet, you can upload multiple listings at once. You can also make quick edits to your file to suggest updates to listings and re-upload to Seller Central.
Google Sheets. I use a software called Inventory Lab when it comes to listing my products, managing my inventory, and things of that nature. So Inventory Lab is what I use. I'll drop a link in the description to let you guys so I can show you, so you guys can just click the link and go straight to Inventory Lab
Central with a few quick clicks. You'll use Seller Central each time you want to match, create, or edit a listing. To list products one at a time, open the Seller Central main menu, hover over Catalog, and click Add Products. Enter your GTIN and search for your exact item.
You can search for your main item. You can use the GTIN, the ASIN. When we say GTIN, you can just use the UPC. That's pretty much normally the main number that you'll have to type in, the UPC or the ASIN number.
Match the existing listing and enter your offer information. If you don't find it, click the Create a New Listing button to enter full product information along with your individual offer. To list products in bulk, open the Seller Central main menu. Hover over Catalog and click Add Products via Upload. First, you'll use the Download Spreadsheet page to select the types of products you want to sell and generate a file template. Then you'll add your product information to your inventory file. Finally, you'll upload your file to Seller Central using the Upload Your Spreadsheet page. You can also monitor your upload on the Spreadsheet Upload Status page. You can both match and create product listings in bulk using a single file. After adding product listings to your inventory, you can also use the same process to suggest edits to product detail pages. This concludes our intro to listing products. To learn more about product detail
So this
pages,
concludes the video that shows you how to list products on Amazon. I hope you guys learned something. If you did, make sure you share this content with someone else that needs to learn this information. Subscribe to my channel, and make sure you guys leave some comments. Let me know what the next video should be about, and you guys have a nice rest of your day.